Welcome back, y'all. We still on the Elly Show. Y'all still with us? Y'all make some noise. All right, this is episode 8, Malcolm X Festival, celebrating 32 years. And I'm sitting here with Bilal. Bilal, how you doing today, man?
I'm doing fine, and you? How you doing,
I'm pretty good. It's great to meet you, man.
Great.
So, Luce is our producer here, and he wanted me to talk to you and talk about the Malcolm X Festival. Like, how long you been coming here?
Well, I've been living here. You know, 32 years ago, I lived here. I had a house right around the corner.
Okay.
You know, and and that's the mosque that I was going to.
Wow.
It was the mosque in the neighborhood.
Right here in the West End?
Yeah, it's right there on the corner.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, you might hear the adhan call to prayer.
Yeah.
They call them to prayer right over there.
Okay,
yeah,
so you're part of the Muslim community within the West End.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm part of that community. And we're very cool. We could say we are allies.
Okay.
We're allies with the Malcolm X grassroots movement.
Are you? Okay.
Because on the day, a very important day to us was 23 years ago, March 16th.
Okay.
There was a shooting incident right over there by the masjid.
Yeah.
And they accused our imam of shooting a sheriff deputy, and wounding another one.
Wow.
The one that was wounded and the one that succumbed to his life, they both identified the person who shot them. And they said they shot them. They were in Marines, they was marksmen.
Wow.
They said they shot the person that shot them.
Wow.
We had a person and so the description that they gave doesn't fit Imam Jamil.
Okay.
Doesn't fit our Imam. The description that they gave fits another brother perfectly.
Wow.
And the brother was shot that same night.
That same night.
Yeah. So, but he confessed.
Yeah.
But once they put it on the news that Imam Jamil did it, and that's all they wanted to hear.
Yeah,
tarnish
the character. He
confessed maybe 4 days before they took Imam Jamil into custody.
Really?
And he hasn't been heard by any officials. I mean, he's been heard by the FBI, but in terms of the court case,
yeah,
the first time that he was interviewed by anybody related to Fulton County court system was 1 month ago.
Wow.
It was 1 month ago, 23 years after the false conviction.
Okay.
So that's the kind of politics they play around here.
Man, that's history right here.
Yeah,
that's history.
That's a part of the deal. That's all I wanted to bring up. I don't know how much time you got.
Yeah.
But if I had enough time to say that, and I also want to give out the website.
Yeah,
that
please
we
do.
have, the www.imamjamilactionnetwork.org. www.imamjamilactionnetwork.org. You can go to that website and you can look up the story. You can look up his story. It's a fantastic story just to know his life story and the life story of his brother. Mm-hmm. You know, Amir Alamein. His name is Imam Jamil Alamein.
Okay.
Formerly known back in the day as H. Rap Brown.
Mm-hmm.
So you look up either one of them names, you know, Ed Brown or H. Rap Brown, Amir Alamein or Jamil Alamein, and you'll be looking up the history of two very stand-up brothers.
Y'all hear that?
Who lived right here in this community. And Imam Jamil, his residence is still right here, even though they're holding him in Tucson, Arizona, in the federal prison. And so that's what Imam Jamil Action Network is about.
The Malcolm X Festival was going on even then at that time.
Yeah,
right?
Yeah. He used to attend.
Right. He used to attend.
Yeah,
wow.
Yeah. He would do the opening prayer.
Okay.
Before they get started.
Wow.
Would do the opening prayer.
I didn't know that they used to have opening prayer here.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think they still do. They do opening prayer, the libation. They go full. They go at it full throttle.
Yeah.
Like they say, you know. Yeah. Malcolm X grassroots movement is on it. The way I say they are our cherished allies, because that night I spoke to, March 16th, 2000, they didn't have to call him. You know, didn't have to call him and say such and such is happening. They was here.
Right.
Brothers, what y'all need?
Right.
They was right here. That's our allies. This is our heart.
Salute
they live over,
them.
you know, a lot of them live over in Decatur, in Stone Mountain.
Yeah.
But you know, when they heard that was going on here, they was here, you know.
So this park is special.
This park is special. This neighborhood is special.
The neighborhood itself.
This neighborhood used to be, people were scared to come in here.
Yeah.
This
really?
park, people didn't come around. Tell them, Luce,
Really?
People didn't come around here, man.
Really?
No.
Wow.
You had to stop it, you know. Had to stop it. Brothers had to, you know, and tell them, look, we have a school right up the street.
Right.
You know, there's a Boys and Girls Center right here.
Right down here on Lawton?
Yeah, right across the road right here.
Yeah.
You know, and we have a worship center right here.
Yeah.
You know?
That's beautiful, man.
Don't, you know.
Yeah.
Don't bring that activity
right
around here no more.
Right.
If you know.
I know. I came down here in '98, and it's always been the vibe to me. Has always been, you know what I mean? Yeah. Definitely beautiful.
A lot of work went into creating that vibe.
Okay.
And into keeping that vibe.
Yeah. That's beautiful, because I knew they want to say this is called Malcolm X Part 2 as well. Like, has it been stamped, named yet, or is that in the works?
Well, the people have named it, you know.
Right.
The people have named it. And you see the portrait in the park, you see there's a portrait of him
over here on the
wall.
wall.
And a portrait of Jamil Al-Amin.
Yeah,
you know?
That's beautiful, man.
Yeah, the brothers who did that, they was out here yesterday.
Yeah.
I don't know. Yeah, I know. But they,
so tell me about yourself, though. Tell me about you and
I came.
Your background.
I came to when I moved to Atlanta.
Where did you move from?
I moved here from New Orleans, Louisiana.
From New Orleans?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Wow.
I grew up in New York. You know, but
I'm from New York.
Yeah, my family, on my father's side, it's from Honduras.
Okay.
But it's from New Orleans. It's from New Orleans on this side of the map.
Yeah.
You know? So like when I came here, we used to come here and we would always stop in Atlanta when I would be traveling with my father.
Yeah.
He's my father. He's not my biological father.
Okay.
But he is my surrogate father in the sense that he was the one that taught me, and even my father knew him and knew of him. And there was no competition. There was understanding that this is just furthering my education and furthering my being tied into the movement.
Okay.
And that was a man named Saladin Shakur.
Saladin Shakur.
Yeah, El-Haj Saladin Shakur. He was a companion of El-Haj Malik Shakur.
Wow.
Also known as Malcolm X.
Wow.
They were tight buddies like that.
Wow.
Yeah. So that's my connection. That's my connection to Malcolm X before the Malcolm X Festival started here. Everywhere I've been, on Malcolm X's birthday, I would call it to people's attention. That this is what's happening. Tell them about the great. If I get a chance to go on radio, I do it on radio. If I just get a chance to stand with a group of people on the corner and talk about Malcolm X. So I've always done that.
So Shakur, that name, Tupac Shakur, is Tupac related to you?
Tupac Shakur is the grandson of Haj Malik Shakur.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Afeni Shakur was his mother.
Right.
Was his daughter. She got the name Shakur because she studied Islam with El-Haj Shakur.
Mm-hmm.
But she married Haji's son, Lumumba.
Okay.
Yeah, Lumumba Abdul Shakur.
Who's home now?
No. He's returned to Allah now. He lost his life maybe about close to 30 years ago.
Okay.
But his younger brother, Batulu Shakur, who you're talking about, who's home
that's
now,
what I'm talking about,
did 36 years, a little more than 36 years in federal penitentiary. So, he was like my son, an adopted son of Haji Shakur. But we just don't use the terms adopted, you know, like
family is family.
Or step, like my mother, she didn't have no step grandchildren.
Right.
She don't know what that is.
She had grandchildren.
Right. No.
My grandmother the same way.
When I marry a sister,
yeah,
that becomes her daughter.
Yeah.
Not her daughter-in-law. You know?
Absolutely.
Because the law don't have nothing to do with it no more. You know, once we made the decision to be married,
right,
then it's love that unites us.
Right.
It's the family.
So have you always lived here in the West End, or like you said when you came here, you came to Atlanta?
I moved here in the mid '80s.
Okay.
Yeah. Mid '80s.
Yeah.
And I lived here since then. I moved out of the West End in the early, around 2003 or 4 or something.
Okay.
I moved out of the West End. And I moved to an area called South Fulton.
Okay, I know. I used to live out that way.
Yeah.
I lived
all
out
black
in
town, out by the
Fairburn,
airport.
going out towards South Fulton.
Yeah. And so I lived out there for, then I moved to Belize.
Okay.
Yeah, I lived in Belize years ago.
Wow.
So I moved back to Belize. That's right. My father, like I said, my biological father on his side, he was born in Roatan, Honduras.
Wow.
Yeah. And so was my grandfather.
Yeah.
And my great-grandfather.
Wow.
And my great-great-grandfather.
Bilal, that's awesome.
So we're right there. And so I live in Belize.
Right.
I'm living, and I can see, right across the Bay of Honduras, I can see this place where my ancestors come from, for at least the last 5 generations.
Yeah, that's beautiful, man. Yeah. But I don't have much time, but I want to ask you this. What kind of impact do you think the Malcolm X Festival has on the community now?
I think it has a tremendous impact because there's an effort to try to uproot this community.
Right.
But you see the culture that's practiced here in this community on this specific day, you know, ties us back to a point in time when many more of our people lived in the area. Right. And came from all of, so people will come today, this weekend.
People come from out of town over here.
Yeah, people come from all over the country, all over the world.
You see it getting any bigger?
Up here. Well, if I see it getting any bigger, I would see it have to leave here. Because right now it's, you know, well, it's not time of day yet, but in 3 or 4 hours, you're not gonna see no grass.
Right.
Yeah. You're gonna see all this place is
right. Right. I like it though. It's comfortable, man. So yo, that's our time, Baba Bilal. It's been awesome talking to you.
I'd like to give out one other website.
Please do.
And that other website is for BANA, the Black Acupuncture Advisory Association of North America. Yeah. This is an organization, an institution founded by Dr. Mutulu Shakur over 50 years ago. And we resurrected that organization. It's back in focus. And you can go to our website at www.baana.org. baana.org.
Okay. Copy that. Y'all got that. Y'all make some noise for Baba Bilal, man.
Oh yeah, I make some. Irie. Yeah, man said make some noise. You ain't making no noise.
And we got Irie over here too. Look at Irie.
We had the festival, man. All the big dogs in the house, man.
You know what I mean?
All right,
man.
Yes.